Are we more divided today in this time than we were just a few years back? What makes what makes you different than the rest of the world? What makes you different than everyone else? Today, that's what I want to talk about. So let's go. Life, faith, Jesus. So, what makes you different than everyone else? I mean, when you stop and think about it, how are people differentiating who you are as a Christian from who you are as a worldly person? Or is there any differentiating between the two? Or when they see you, they just see the world? See, what I've been thinking about a lot lately is how what we've been seeing as far as the political spectrum of America, the political racist spectrum of the world, and everything that falls into the dividing line, like I call it the dividing line, that's entered this world, has entered the church. What I mean by that is we are constantly getting more and more divided over little things. Anything that sets things off, we're like, it's just like a dividing bomb just explodes into the church. And have you experienced this? Where you make one comment that someone doesn't agree with, and it's just like taken way out of proportion, just blown up. I want to talk to you about that today, because what I want to give you is the verse I want to talk to you about is found in John 13, 34 through 35. And this is what will set you apart from others. These two verses right here will show you that you have the love of Christ in you. And this is what it says. A new command I give you, love one another. As I have loved you, so you must love one another. By this, everyone will know that you are my disciples, if you love one another. Now, many, many, many times we read these verses and we want to chop it up as, loving people, loving others, in which God does call us to love others. Jesus tells us to love others as we love ourselves. But in more context in this verse is Jesus is talking to his disciples, because he's telling his disciples, I'm leaving you, and where I am going, you cannot come. That's what he's telling disciples. I'm leaving you, and where I'm going, you cannot come. And so when he says, a new command I give you, love one another, meaning I want you to still love the other disciples. I want you to love these new disciples. Come on, that don't be different than you, but still believe that I'm the Messiah, still believe that I'm the Christ. I want you to love them with everything you've got. And when you do this, the world will know that you are my disciples. Right now, the division in the world has entered into the church and has divided us, where we no longer want to love one another in the church. We only want to love the same people who love us back. We no longer want to love anyone who has even remote different opinion than we do about something. Like I said earlier, it's just like, shh. But that's not what Christ has called us to do. He's called us to love one another. He's called us to love each other. That way, when the world sees us, they can see the love that we have for the world. Because Christ loved the world, we should love the world also. The love that we have for the world and the love that we have for each other, to show this love. You see what I'm getting at here? It's all about love. When you love one another, then that will make you different. That will make you different. Loving one another will make you different than the world. Because the world can get divided about many, 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 many things. But when you start loving others and loving one another, the world's gonna be like, he cares. She cares about me and who I am because they show love. Question for today. Have you noticed the church coming more together or getting further apart? Are we coming closer together to show Christ to the world? Or are we starting to come further and further apart? What have you noticed? What have you noticed? I know where I've been talking about like these topics and how hard, but these are topics that have been on my heart because these are ones that affect your everyday life. These are ones that where you think, believe it or not, you're talking to other people about. And that's why I want to have these conversations. So as always, guys, if you're new here, consider hitting the subscribe button so you don't miss out on another live stream or another video that I post on the channel. As always, it's time to live different. It's time to be different. And you have a good day.